We're down to the last game week before the World Cup, therefore it's worth taking some single game week punts. I've got 2 free transfers and 1.2 mil in the bank at my disposal. I'm going to reveal my team and discuss any transfer plans that I've got along the way. First up between the sticks is Ward. He faces West Ham away. I'm starting him over Leno. That's because he's got 5 clean sheets out of the last 7 matches. Something that falls in his favour is that Leicester have got higher clean sheet odds than Fulham this game week. In defence is Cancelo against Brentford at home. Quite a lot of people have sold him and they shouldn't have done. He got a red card in the last match and his suspension is actually served in the EFL Cup and he's back for this one. Next to him is Anderson against Forest away. His points projections aren't too good, not compared to what I thought they'd be, but to be fair it's a really nice fixture and I want to play him. My last starting defender is Dunk. He plays against Villa at home, which is another decent fixture. The first defender on the bench I really don't want to bench, it's Trippier against Chelsea at home. I've only put him there because of the fixture. There is a chance he still might make his way into the starting lineup though. I have considered selling him for Perisic against Leeds at home. That's because he was out of position in game week 15. There's a small possibility it happens again in game week 16 and he's on set pieces. I've also considered his teammate Sessegnon, who's 1 mil cheaper. He enables me to take a punt on a particular forward that's got a high upside this game week and you'll see that later on in the video. One thing that I do need to bear in mind is that I've got a lot of value tied up on Trippier and I don't know if it's worth shifting him on. That's something for me to think about. My last defender is the last player on the bench. It's Nico Williams against Palace at home. I really don't want a Forest defender near my first team because I don't fancy that defence. In midfield is a strong captaincy candidate. It's Mo Salah against Southampton at home. I'm really glad that I've backed him with the captain's armband over the last couple of game weeks because it has paid off. Next to him are Martinelli and Saka. They both face Wolves away. It's not really a standout fixture, but they are good attacking players, so they're staying in my team. Someone who has got a standout fixture is Zaha against Forest away. I'll be honest, up until the last match, I weren't too happy with his attacking output. Then he went and got a goal and an assist, and I'm feeling optimistic about this one. My last midfielder is the player to complete the bench. It's Bailey against Brighton away. That's not a decent fixture whatsoever. Usually I would put the midfielder or forward first on the bench because of the higher ceiling, but I fancy Trippier more. Up front is another captaincy candidate. It's Kane against Leeds at home. Ideally I'd like to make my transfers before the potential server crash, but I'm really tempted to wait for the Haaland news, see if he's starting, and if he is, bring him in and potentially captain him. The third player in the Arsenal triple up is Jesus against Wolves away. He is a decent asset to own this game week, just like his teammates, but nothing special. The last player in my team is Mitrovic against United at home. Whilst this video is being recorded, it's prior to the press conferences, so I'm not sure if he's fit to play for this one. If not, he is probably going to get sold. When I mentioned about selling Trippier to Sessegnon earlier, that enables Mitrovic to Nunes against Southampton at home, and that's a big upside transfer. A single game week punt to consider is Alvarez. Obviously that's if he starts, there's a lower chance of it, but if we get the leaked team news, then there's a big upside. I hope you got some ideas from this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. Also, I've got a best captain video being published soon. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so you don't miss it.